and welcome to How-To Toolbox videos. Today we will be talking about how to choose the correct saddle. As there's many different types of saddles, it is very important that you always choose a saddle together with an expert, preferably a saddle maker, a saddler, or a saddle fitter. Make sure you choose a professional that has qualifications doing this job and that can help you and your horse find the exactly right saddle with the exact right fit for you and your horse. A saddle that does not fit the horse well can cause damage to the horse's physique, muscle, and mental state. Therefore, it is really important that saddles and their fit are checked at least once a year by a professional or expert. When choosing the correct saddle for your horse, it is important that to keep in mind that the most important factor is that the saddle fits the horse. And you, as rider, should feel comfortable and secure in the saddle. When choosing saddles, it is the best way to call an expert and have them bring a bunch of saddles that you can test on your horse together with the expert to give you advice. But also, it is important to keep in mind what type of rider you are and which style of riding you prefer, such as English riding, show jumping, dressage, or Western, as there are saddles that are made specifically for these types of riding. Also for horseback archery, there are specific horseback archery saddles which are made to help you in your position on the horse to maintain your balance. I will show you a few quick tips how to notice whether a saddle is fitted correctly on your horse. But please keep in mind that I am not an expert, and when in doubt, you should always consult with a professional. When checking whether a saddle fits a horse or not, there are certain things one should pay attention to. First of all, the correct position of the saddle is very important, and if it gives enough space for the shoulders. Therefore, you can take your hand and feel the shoulder blade of the horse alongside the bone, and you should make sure that the saddle is far enough behind the shoulder so it doesn't put pressure on the shoulder blade while moving. Secondly, you should check that you can get your hand in between the horse and the saddle. It should be comfortable, and you should get easily behind the shoulder between the saddle and the horse without getting your fingers squeezed. Next, you should check that the saddle is not too long for the horse. You can check for the last rib here and make sure that the saddle is not laying behind the last rib. If the saddle causes any pressure there, it will harm the horse. And third of all, you should pay attention to the balance point of the saddle. You should check that the saddle is making a straight line and that the weight balance point of the saddle should be centered. A bad example would be if the saddle would be tipped either in this direction or in this direction. When you've checked those three, you can at least ensure that the saddle will not cause any harm to the horse.